scenic villages of Italy are worth adding to your bucket list. They include charming towns and rural villages, with possibly the most magical backdrops you'll ever witness and photograph on your travels. Italy has no shortage of picture postcard spots, but we've narrowed these down to idyllic villages and communes that truly stand out. To discover Italy's most beautiful places, you might need to put some extra effort and time into your travel plans. Some are on far-flung islands, hidden bays, and scenic clifftops, while others are inland on some of Italy's highland plateaus. Ultimately, each will reward you with an amazing prize view. Choose your prize from our compilation below. 1. Manarola. Manarola is among the oldest and most popular towns in the Ligurian Cinque Terre coastal region. Its stacks and blocks of 12th century houses in different pastel colors look over the tiny bay from the top of the rocky cliff. You can walk down to the bay to enjoy the closer view, and even enjoy a host of recreational activities, such as boating or swimming in the beautiful blue waters. Follow the footpath along the adjacent cliff west from the bay, and you'll find the best viewpoint overlooking the whole town, magical both by day and night. 2. Portofino. This fishing village dates to ancient Roman times, and its name means the port of dolphins, thanks to the many sea mammals that visit the bay. Nowadays, its bay area is dotted with rows of fishing boats and regal superyachts gently bobbing over the calm waves, but it remains a scenic and quiet place to be. Overlooking the small bay is a quaint cobbled square lined with small cafes and restaurants, and the Chiesa di San Martino is high up on the green hillside, with its campanile towering over the port. 3. Matera. In the Basilicata, one of Italy's driest regions, Matera stands out as a medieval stone city, aptly nicknamed Sassi, stones in Italian. It's picturesque from afar, with a series of stone buildings carved out of the Rocky Mountain. From up close, as you walk along the stone paths and stairways that connect one level to another, you may come across stone towers. They're actually chimneys of houses that are underneath your feet. While beautiful, this is a barren city. Living conditions were poor, and it was finally evacuated in 1952. 4. Castelmazzano. Castelmazzano is one of Italy's most unique ancient villages, with most of its buildings and interconnecting pathways fused into the mountain's contours and rocky terrain. The village is in the region of Basilicata, around a 2-hour drive east of Naples, among the jagged peaks of the Lucanian Dolomites. The rocky features make up its scenic backdrop, best viewed on your drives toward the rural area. After exploring the small town, consider enjoying the view from up high on the Angel Flight, an exhilarating zipline ride over the rugged valley between Castelmazzano and Pietrapertosa. 5. Positano. As one of the most dramatic communes along the Amalfi Coast, Positano is worth a combined train and bus trip from Naples. Admire the breathtaking sight of the village's colorful houses perched over the cliffs. Down below, you'll find a pebbly coast with steep and narrow paths, where you can choose a spot at any of the cafes for a drink with the view. Positano inspired and won the hearts of many, including top celebrities such as Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. 6. Vernazza. As one of the most popular seaside towns of the 5 Cinque Terre, Vernazza charms with its beautiful setting of colorful houses clustered together overlooking the quaint harbor. Cobbled lanes lead you up to an adjacent hillside, from where you can look down to the prized view of the harbor town. Pathways, such as Via Roma, are lined with small cafes where you can sip a cappuccino with the view, and which easily lead you to main points by the sea, such as Piazza Marconi. 7. Bellagio. Bellagio is a lakeside town on Lake Como that combines the classical and contemporary. Modern 5-star resorts and facilities are set beside quaint harborfront promenades that are lined with cafes and fashionable clothing and jewelry boutiques. A series of sharp and abrupt steps wind through cobblestone lanes, along which you can reach some of the town's special landmarks. These include the Romanesque San Giacomo Church and the gorgeous 18th century Villa Cervelloni, which is a popular spot for enjoying scenic views over Lake Como. 8. Corosella. Corosella is the idyllic coastal village of Procida, a small island off the coast of Naples. You can take a walk along the promenades with the view of the marina constantly in view. The houses on the cliffside feature vivid color schemes, adding to the village's picturesque look. The Via Vittorio Emanuele is one of the town's pleasantly uncrowded walking streets, lined with small shops and cafes. You can also roam winding and cobbled residential lanes, which lead you to some of Coricella's landmarks, like the Santa Margherita Monastery. 9. Varenna. Around a 15-minute ferry ride northeast of Bellagio, Varenna is another beautiful town to discover on Lake Como. You can enjoy scenic walks along its lakeside promenade, discover some of its majestic and historical sites high on the hillsides, such as Villa Monastero and Castello Vezio, or simply relax over coffee or pasta down at the tiny but charming harbor. The local authority is strict about preserving this charm, so even the repainting of the local buildings along the lakeside requires official approval. 10. San Gimignano. A series of bell towers and buttresses